The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next phase. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing Blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing Blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, just getting slapped across the face when you make a mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good chess. So many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points. I cannot recommend Chess Informant publications highly enough. Despite the nature of the modern era with computing and ChessBase, you can actually receive a digital copy along with your subscription to Chess Informant and receive the benefit of all worlds. And of course, if you invest in other Chess Informant products, such as the 1000 Best of the Best, you'll be able to pick apart the annotations of the 1960s and improve your chess in that manner.
I couldn't just play what I wanted to play in a position. I had to play what the position dictated. In other words, if a plan was organic to the position, it succeeded. But if I try to force my will, let's just say like the 4-move checkmate, then it cannot possibly succeed against
after the death of Tigran the Trojan. And on that particular Sunday, a young man walked into my establishment and told me that the world champion was dead. It was a Sunday morning. The Sunday morning Herald had the article in it, which he showed me. And I was so shocked. And I asked him, how are you so interested in chess? And he said that his father was the champion at the Berkeley, UC, California chess club. And that morning, I began playing him for 25 sets a game. And if he won, he would get the whole roll of quarters, which would be $10. And after about 3 games, I decided I had had enough, and this could not last. And I said, why don't I just teach you how to play the game? At the end of the week, he came back and he said, either my father is not telling the truth, or Berkeley had a really terrible chess. Aim higher.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. We are going to restore our old background from yesterday, although this one is quite lovely. I do like the idea of the water, but I was in the Coast Guard, and being surrounded by water is not necessarily everything that it is cracked up to be. When you look out after waking up in the morning, going out onto the deck and see nothing but water for hundreds of miles in every direction, every morning, after being tossed a little bit, gently rolled out of your nice cocoon of feelings and everything, and just see if I can find a background that I like. We are going to go with the full moon of China, the London Eye at night, Rome. Still like Rome. The Roman estate. Let's grab the Roman estate. Copy link address. Let's see what we get out of that. And we'll look for the Roman estate. It is sunrise on the Roman estate. We'll see what we can do with this. How long can it last? This is one of the original backgrounds that I used quite frequently back in the day. If you go back to 2000, 2001. Then this is what you would have found. And thank you for following, Osiris. Namaste. I see WGK. I'm afraid it sounds a lot like a bot. It's not great. It's put up our non playlist and see how the kickbot deals with that one. Looks good. Might even pin that one for now. And we have Medi versus Gotta Light. Right now it looks as though we have Rook, Bishop, Knight, and 1 pawn versus a lot. A lot. It seems as though we have 5 pawns against a bishop and knight, and 1 pawn. Is this going to be enough? I don't know. The pawns on this side of the board need to get moving. If the pawn can be exchanged off, that'll make it more intriguing. Uh-oh. Oh, we've got an opponent. Let's check our status here. It's Viking. Viking, good morning. How are you, sir? We are going with knight f3 these days, by the way. Can we? Should we? Let's just keep it up. We're going to keep up the pressure. No. That is not what we hope to do. I'm not sure where we want to go from here, but it all looks very, very intriguing. I don't want to lose sight of the opportunity to have a rook on the 7th rank. Just keeps getting better and better than that. And now for something completely indifferent, let's just keep on moving. I don't know where to begin, but I think my opponent pre-moved. That is my suspicion. Let's batten down the hatches on the last rank. Namaste, Viking. All right. Viking is a perfect candidate for my training routine. I just have to get him. I really want to get him on the path because he has so far been solely entrenched upon his rating level. Let's take a quick peek, for example. You'll see that his rating levels have remained constant, and there are no severe spikes in this rating. There's something going on here with the bullet rating going up to 1319. 1324, but what was the bullet over here? 1280. Still pretty much the same. What was this one? The green triangle. His classical rating has gone from 944. His classical rating has gone. I don't see his classical rating improving over here. Let's just see if we can find it. Let's take it at its peak, right? I don't see a classical rating choice. Here's the last time. Nope, still not there. Could have sworn I saw a classical rating of 949 in this mix. Oh, it just stays the same. The classical rating is the dotted line. He's obviously playing too many different types of games. Friedrich, there's another candidate for my program. Good morning, Friedrich. When you get a chance, Friedrich, send me your Chessable username. All right? Socials. You can also, I believe, message me on Chessable. Say, hey, it's me, Friedrich. Chessable username. Now, I highly recommend, and I will actually put you on the program if I can. Crossing my fingers. I've not yet had an issue adding students. I will shoot you back a message to add you as a student in a classroom. We'll create a Master Chess Dojo classroom if needed. And then from there, all good. If possible. We're 15 minutes in. We have 9 minutes left. Oh, we're 15 minutes into the stream. We have 9 minutes left in the stream. I'm hoping to do the 8 a.m. 3+2, whatever that is. My gosh, everybody's got a game except for me. Got a light? Boberg. Viking, Pillsbury. David. David has been around a long time. It's great to see David. David 2211 versus Medi. I was wondering if Jerome ever comes anymore. Jerome is a friend of my nephew, and I am drawing a blank on his Twitch username at the moment. He is, of course, very involved in a lot of things. I am working on a next level, 5th volume improvement book, if at all possible. Can't get anything wrong, but recommended dojo routine moves. And we're not going to shirk away from the main lines. Basically, it would be recommending the main lines of every single opening. And basically the course would be several opening repertoires. Several opening repertoires. And there would be duplication within the volume, of course. Up and running with 1 E4. Up and running with 1 D4. Up and running with 1 E5, for example. Playing like Paul Carras. Match wits with Paul Carras. Maybe we'll get that done today. I want to produce a book a day. That is my goal. All weekend long, I've been designing it and pretending to try to overcome it in my mind's eye. How to produce a book a day. Do I want to play that way? No. So I end up transposing into the E4, E5 variety. That's interesting. Like I said, it's gotten more interesting than not. Can I do this? We're just going to continue as though we were threatening him in one way, shape, or form. Where is he going? What does it all mean? How can he get this way? This is not my beautiful wife. This is not my beautiful life. Wow, he walks right into it. This is amazing, folks. Amazing. How do we do it? I liked it right where it was. Let's see if he goes anywhere else. I am curious. Wow. You really are determined. Oh, no. Oh, no. I had a beautiful life. This is not my... Oh, my gosh. Medi's got me now. I've got absolutely nothing, folks. Yeah, absolutely nothing. What a beautiful attack that was to just make one careless move. All I needed was really to attack properly. Because I couldn't attack properly, I end up in this position. Yes. We will keep attacking. We will keep attacking. As though we have an attack to give. What? This is horrible. This is horrible. Maybe I should have gone up. All right, we have one more life to live. For what it's worth. Not really. We are so dead. Yes, we are so dead. Please. This guy, I cannot resign to him if he's going to play this way. Honestly. Honestly, I cannot resign to him if he's going to play this way. It's so sad. Yes, go ahead. What? Okay, thank God. He did not see the quickest wins before. He went around taking material, and I have to keep playing on because there's a small chance. If someone is just taking material, there's a small chance that you can set up a stalemate trap or something along those lines. I repeat, if someone is just taking material and not playing for a win, as it were the case there, then you have very many chances of setting up checkmating traps and whatnot. Hold on 1 second. I just want to run back and get my bullet games that I had. I had 3 bullet games and I lost 3 rating points. Played 2 blitz games and I lost 9 rating points. Oh my God, this is just a nightmare, right? But the bullet games, let's just go over here. We can actually look at the bullet games. View the games are not automatically computer analysis available. So we have to actually request the computer analysis on these wins and or losses. And we're at 140 players with the white pieces being indexed. If you can't see it over here, this is not a choice. We need to do something about this. I'm just slightly bigger chess playing window. Maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. So in any event, the Notkevich for Bullet Arena, let's just go here. And the very first game of the day, I did not analyze either. So that should be all of the bullet games in my profile. We attempted a Leningrad Dutch. This was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely stunning. This whole game was stunning. Lovely. 137 other players first. So maybe, just maybe, I got my place into the queue. And, believe it or not, and I will get what I need out of it. So, what do we have here? We're looking at profile, bullet, view the games. We're 84% in bullet. Not good. Let's raise it to 85. We're in the top 84%. Are we in the top of 16%? I've never understood that one completely. So this one, 24 moves, and this is from the Kings and Pawns Arena. I don't believe that I can ask for a Kings and Pawns Arena analysis board. Hans Tikkanen Bullet Arena. Let's do this one. And when we were white in this game. This is another Viking, unfortunately. F takes E5, not knight takes G4. Knight takes E4. Let's just look at it. Because of bishop C4, and it's extremely hard to deal with. Makes complete sense. So bishop C4 was played. It looks like we are here. We have been analyzed. It is included as of 3 days ago in our bullet routine. Let me go back. Bishop D5, King E8, Queen H5. Of course. And that way I would get to play G6, Bishop F7, Queen H6 mate. Of course. Let's check out other games from the Hans Tikkanen Bullet Arena. This one. We have to request an analysis here. Whether we were black. And this is against Allah Mali Shiva. Allah Mali Shiva. Well, this is really creative. We go from a clear advantage in the accelerated dragon to this one. This does not look good. Ouch! Oh no, there's no dark squared bishop anymore. But we should be playing Queen E3, Rook AC8. And that buys us time to not allow this to happen. All right, the middle game in the Hans Tikkanen Arena. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Bishop D3 in that particular position, but we should look into it with greater detail. Bishop to B5, OMG, folks. That one deserves to be no game found, indexing 39 other players. This one is not in the database. That's craziness. What's up with that, folks? What is up with that? And why? We do need to get the next notification out. Share and export. Let's do this back one move. We have to open up cheese base. We did put in 2 weeks of new players, ultimately. Two weeks of new players. And it is hard to decide what we will be doing here. Close that. Yep. So, Giovanni, 1723. We seem to have been indexed. Excellent. So we're back. And we're going to go to the profile. And we're going to look at the Benjamin Notkevich Blitz Arena. We're ranked 4th. Namaste, Pillsbury. Congratulations. Pillsbury won. Uh-oh. Skipped frames because our stream is lacking. Is this true? Has anyone experienced this? That is not great. What is happening here? MD Night Zero with the 10 gifted subs. Just really have to give him some love. But shout out. I think it should go across all platforms if I type it here, right? Let's find out if the shout out goes across all platforms. There we go. If you've not yet subscribed to the YouTube, please do so now. And over here, where is it over here? Oh. What is going on, folks? Ah, yes, view your channel. That's much better. Much better. The raw one was up. Expand, this, that, the other thing. When did I get this message? 4 minutes ago. Skipped frames, 25% over the last 2 minutes. My microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Was 31 minutes ago. Very strange. And our stream has been going for, take a quick peek, 35 minutes. Okay, fine. I could see that. It was unmuted, but I had it muted on my end. I'm going to head to the Daily Rapid, and we are going to give everyone a little notification that we are going to be doing it. Message all members. grab the link address. And then oh no. Maybe I can send you a YouTube account, a Chessable account that you could borrow. How about that? I could send you a Chessable account that you could borrow that would already contain my material and my material only. Basically, I created about 70 student accounts prior to COVID. 70, in fact, in the year before COVID. And then COVID came in and literally took the socks off of most of our students because they chose over the summer to focus their screen time okay, Friedrich. Have a great day. If you don't have a Chessable account, I completely understand. Absolutely and completely understand. Replace the pinned message on YouTube. I understand, but I actually want to express your instant recognition of tactics and endgames. Basically, I have a 4-volume book that has not yet been published, and that published work may or may not make it to print, but it will certainly make it as it is already designed for steady interaction on YouTube, on Chessable. Would you prefer paper copies? I would love to share a paper copy one of these days. I can't guarantee that that's going to be available anytime soon. So we got 3,040 members, 6,185 on the regular dojo, and 905 on the bullet. Now, interestingly enough, we're gaining members and losing members every single day. If I click on this, you'll see that we have not gained any members in 2 days for the dojo 3960. And it has gone from about 910 and 911. And then on this one, we also have not gained any new members in a couple of days. That's fine. And in the rapid, I believe we gained another one over the weekend. But if I don't push it with the simuls and whatnot, then it doesn't usually happen. Well, I'm not in this. I do need to go get coffee. And I do need to hope that my lag time is not too disturbed. Let's do it this way. 8 minutes ago. All right. Well, we haven't gotten any alerts lately, so we're going to cross our fingers that all of the interruptions, the notifications for this particular stream, have gone by the wayside. I'll be right back with coffee. I hope I can make it in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to put that one up again.
The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next phase. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, just getting slapped across the face when you make a mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good chess. So many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points. I cannot recommend Chess Informant publications highly enough. Despite the nature of the modern era with computing and ChessBase, you can actually receive a digital copy along with your subscription to Chess Informant and receive the benefit of all worlds. And of course, if you invest in other Chess Informant products, such as the 1000 Best of the Best, you'll be able to pick apart the annotations of the 1960s and improve your chess in that manner.
I couldn't just play what I wanted to play in a position. I had to play what the position dictated. In other words, if a plan was organic to the position, it succeeded. But if I try to force my will, let's just say like the 4-move checkmate, then it cannot possibly succeed against
the death of Igor the Trojan. And on that particular Sunday, a young man walked into my establishment and told me that the world champion was dead. It was a Sunday morning. The Sunday morning Herald had the article in it, which he showed me. And I was so shocked. And I asked him, how are you so interested in chess? And he said that his father was the champion of the Berkeley, UC, California chess club. And that morning, I began playing him for 25 cents a game. And if he won, he would get the whole roll of quarters, which would be $10. And after about 3 games, I decided I had had enough, and this could not last. And I said, why don't I just teach you how to play the game? At the end of the week, he came back and he said, either my father is not telling the truth, or Berkeley had a really terrible chess. Aim higher. Set your standards higher. Be better. I mean, you're aiming at a level of player that is more or less intermediate. I already did this comment, or I already made this comment earlier, that players under 2400 are intermediate. So if you aim higher, aim at becoming a better player. Basically, Gotham Chess is an advanced intermediate player. He is hoping to become a grandmaster for a reason, because then he will be a real player. I would only hope to do the same thing myself, as my rating is even lower and weaker. I'm not as good as Gotham Chess yet. I am a hop, skip, and a jump above beginner. Our goal is that everyone should have an opportunity to become a better player. That is far more important than any individual win for rating points, because honestly, when you are a certain strength, the rating points just come and go. If you have a bad day, your rating returns to your true strength on the very next day. So there's no reason, absolutely no reason for anyone to be fretting over rating points or anyone getting help on any particular move, when this is meant purely and entirely for training for actual real life events. Not sure how he's defending it now. I don't think he can defend it now. This is not good. There's even more where that came from. Maybe we could have berserked. Do not berserk. Never, ever, ever berserk.
And of course, the old discovered mate. I would actually like to call this the Reti mate, right? Where he sacked his queen on d8 and played bishop to g5 and bishop to d8 when the king ran to c7, as there were pawns here, rook on this square, knight on that square. So the Richard Reti mate followed by
Start at the beginning. Basically, you're going for an AP class in chess when you study Kasparov or Magnus. And if you've not passed all of your primary school classes, your fundamentals, your absolute basics, which are Lasker, Capablanca, Morphy, Alekhine, then it becomes very difficult to jump into science at a higher level. Piece coordination on a daily basis is always going to benefit you.
Arsenal Fanrichi said, "Those bishops are pretty respectable."
They are, aren't they? Where are you going now? And I get a full rook out of this mess because we set up
Nope,
this
not an opening mistake.
little trap.
crossing my fingers that this is a pawn mate. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I wanted the pawn mate, and it let me down. All right, we are back. Our opponent, Ariel Zamora, has played the move e4, and I haven't entirely decided that I'm going to give up yet on the a la carte. This is going to be our fun focus for the stream at the moment. It is going to require an in-depth look into what's going on. Knight f6 could be better. If he wishes to get completely overworked, I don't mind. Yes, there you go. And now, for something completely indifferent. Very curious how he's going to defend 2 pawns. We've now managed to fork 2 pawns, mind you. Not 1, but 2 pawns are forked. Yes, he has to only queen a4 to stop me from taking on a5. And if he plays queen a4, then the d4 pawn falls. This is a next level fork. And it looks very, very cool. I don't know that it's any good, but it looks very cool. All right, fair enough. He's gone for it. I feel like I should take it because I do need to get my pieces developed. And I do wish to get these squares going. And I also now have opportunities to play knight back to b6, going after this one, bishop to e6, knight to a5, going after that pawn, and the b3 square. Let's just keep it up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Keep it up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Now we are going to orchestrate a break. Usually in this particular instance, we are going to orchestrate our break with e5, and we're going to leave these 2 pawns here sitting as much as we can on those squares. If our opponent begins capturing, we have to capture back with the d knight. Obviously. Have you met Ted? Have you met Ted? All right. And now for something completely indifferent once again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Sam, Thomas, John, ahoy. So, I'm not entirely sure what he's threatening. Is he threatening? I don't know. But how to join? Ah, yes, we are in the Rapid and Classical Dojo. Let me throw up the... We also have a direct link. Well, we don't have a direct link there, but that is a good clip that I was actually trying to put together. Aha! How bad can it be? Where are you going now? Can I survive this? I do not know how. Wow, 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 wow. I feel like this isn't working for me. My knight is hanging like a tree. Let's just take and we'll just live our life just the same. And we hear it going. How do we attack him? I feel like this is the right way to attack him, but it doesn't actually do anything because he has bishop takes and knight f6. God help us. So we have the 2 bishops. It is a very ugly position. All that we got out of this positional mess is the 2 bishops, to say the least. Where are you going now? How does he save this mess? What do we wish for this? The ship takes. You are here. Yes, you may, but you will play more than one game if you join the arena. This is the Rapid and Classical Dojo. Interestingly enough, you may join here. That is not a good sign if you are unable to join. If you are unable to join, there's a small chance that you have been labeled or designated it must be a rated challenge. I don't know that your account is clean. What is your account number? I don't know if you can actually send me a challenge just yet, but we'll see. Interesting. Copy. I am in the middle of a organized. I play structured arenas for the most part. Why don't you play in arena tournaments? Thank you for joining the team. I am still very curious as to why we don't join arena tournaments. Really? Well, that's not good. It doesn't show the join option on the arena tournament that we are in right now. It should show the join option because you just have to scroll down to that one. Oh no. Chess. And now we have a big problem. Interesting. What do I wish to do with him? I want to keep my bishop pair, but I don't want to allow him to bother me. Well, isn't that fascinating? You definitely got me there. All right. Fair enough. Oh no, he's trying to check me and take me. So now we have a passed pawn and a winning king and pawn and king bishop versus knight endgame. Not any arena tournament. Sam, that is not good, bud. Just doesn't seem good. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Absolutely, I will take your word for it. Mm-hmm. Is this going to do it? Interesting. Oh no, I'm outside the square of the pawn. We have to go this way. It's, by the way, a draw when the game is over. Let's clarify. It is a draw when the game is over. It is equal chances until then. In equal position means there are equal chances to win and equal chances to lose. Live upon that. It's true, I don't have any control over the queening square, so it's very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. I was expecting him to put his king on the original square at some point. That is end the game. So did you get the actual tournament link? Oh yeah, you said you couldn't join. Sam Thomas John, what did you do to deserve this? Whoops. Oh, I'm still in my all right. Control C. I did not open it anywhere, or did I? All right, I'm checking it out. I'm wondering why. I don't understand. I have had 26,000 tournament games. I cannot tell you how many non-tournament games I have had because I just don't do them that way. I just don't roll that way. I don't think I was supposed to play that way. I think I was supposed to play 95. Chances are that you, more than likely, I don't know whether I wanted to take that way with the knight. I think I should have taken with the knight. What are the chances? The chances are that it's not going to happen today on the schedule. We're on a schedule, by the way, but I do look forward to playing you. I am not one of those players, unfortunately, that plays people randomly. I don't necessarily mean it in a bad way, but I do mean it in the sense that oh, I don't want it that way. Darn it. He's trying to do this to me. How do I do this? I need this one. That one. I don't think you understand. Trying to get a pawn mate for the Rosen trophy. If you'll see and check your Rosen score over here. I'm trying to increase my checkmates with a pawn. I am looking. So you have a brand new account. You have a brand new account, it looks like. What was your old account name? You have a brand new account that was created yesterday. And interestingly enough, you have, like, I don't have any restrictions on rated games. So you aborted one game with white. Sometimes when you abort games in short order, which has happened to many of my students, if your game actually gets disconnected because you that wasn't your fault that game was aborted. All the games look pretty good. I wonder if it's because it's rapid. Uh-oh. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you so much. Thank you for following Fitzbug 754. Namaste. Love those kick follows. I don't know how many VIPs I can give out, so I haven't made the reward for, wow, I've got 4 points. I haven't made the reward yet for Kick subscribers, but I will make a Kick subscriber reward soon. Oh, you have not really looked at my profile. Interestingly enough, I only play increment games. You'll see that this is a 5+5, 3+2, 2+1. I have a reward system set up within Twitch for match games. Isn't this something that is usually how? All right, next up. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to look up. Where did he go? By the way, if you're not really in the dojo just yet, this is where you will find all of our teams. We do almost everything with increment. And I organize tournaments almost every single day. So why are you not using your old account, Celestial Dream? So what was it a student account? because you can always request a new password. But you can always request a new password with a valid email address. The password lockout usually lasts about 2 hours if you try the wrong password. Interestingly enough. And if you email them, let's just say that you have the password wrong. If you contact Leechess, they will be able to fix it. Oh no, not the ad. Help! I want a pairing. No, but you can always email or go into the forums to request a new password if you think that your new password is, like, for example, because I can message you, it looks like this is not a student account. It's not a kid's account, obviously. So you should be able to request a new password. I mean, you have 17,000 games on that account. You should be able to. Oh, I understand that. But personal accounts can be kids' accounts. But if it is set up for you by someone else, basically. No worries. Thank you, Sam Thomas John. It is possible that your email is connected to an account that was closed because of terms of service, and they're debating whether or not to give you another chance. But I understand completely. Nambi, namaste, 5329. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for following Thomas John. Sam Thomas John, thank you. What? Who did? I'm not reporting you. I'm not reporting anyone. I do not report anyone. Believe it or not, I do not do that. I play. But you don't have to always be. You don't have to always be. Wow. So don't do that. Just don't do that. Why would you do that? Stop doing that. Just stop already. I believe they did. I do believe they did close your account. That is what they do. It is one of those things. It is definitely one of those things that they do. If you wish to trade pizzas, I will. I'm willing to try to give back the exchange. I'm willing to try to give it back. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, I gave back the pizza. Did I give back the pizza? I guess we'll find out. Oh no, we didn't give back the pizza. He didn't see that he can just take me. Let's throw this check in. 4 grins. And then, can I do it that way? I'll do it that way. I'm nothing but a heartache. I'm nothing but a mistake. I want it that way. Now, the moment of truth. Let's just put our rook behind the pawn. And we're going to continue on our merry way, promoting pawns. Namaste, sir. Namaste. What happened in that game? You gave up the center? Oh, you lost a piece. You lost a piece. You did not. You moved the same knight once, twice, 3 times, and gave up a pizza. Space advantage. No, don't close your account. Dude, never give up, never surrender. I don't even know if that's still a command. Never. Never, ever, ever. Never give up, never surrender. Gonna check out Viking Viking. I thought this was the last game going. This is the last game going. All right, Sam, Thomas, John, 11. Do not give up. Everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone. We had Hans Niemann as a student in our school. I did not know what he was doing. I found out later. All I know is that he should never, ever give up. Folberg, what's up, sir? You all right? Okay. Now I see what Folberg is up to. It's always nice when the opponent pre-moves, right? Wow. And now for something completely indifferent. We've got so many choices here. Pawn to d3. That looks like the best one. To be honest, that definitely looks like the best one. And now we need an in-between move on the next move. Oh, no, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one. Congratulations, Charlie. Via este key. Namaste. I need to copy that so I don't have to type it. Namaste. Nicely done, Sir Charlie. Good to see you. So, Sam Thomas John, please do not close your account. Stand your ground. You have a new account. You have a new email address. You're going to start with fresh start. He was definitely trying. Anyway, Friedrich, we will be back in a bit. I need to run the grandson to school. I don't have a be right back that is long enough, unfortunately. If I did, I would certainly be using it, but I want to send you off to someone I love to watch and I find very wise in their ways. So please enjoy, if I can. Whoops, I have to spell her name right. Good friend. Should be available. Might be playing live in a tournament, or she could be studying. It's going to be worth it for all of us. Thank you all for being here. Cheers and ciao. Thank you so much. Especially for the subs on YouTube. Namaste. Please check out the Anand playlist as it's going to be growing. I cannot recommend him highly enough. Thank you.